Hello everyone, my name is Christian Clark and I'm going to be presenting my demonstrative speech from Ms. Henderson's public speaking class. The date is July 3rd, 2018. For anyone who doesn't know about astrology, or they know about it but they just don't know how it works, or someone who's just completely unaware of it and they want to learn more, this tutorial is going to be for you. Basically, in astrology, there are a certain group of signs that they don't necessarily dictate, but they can give you a better insight into how others perceive you and how your personality is registered. So, like me, for example, I'm a Leo, and the sign would the description of the sign is passionate and strong and just driven, like a person who knows what they want and they go for it. For someone else, they might be a Virgo or a Sagittarius or Scorpio. It differs depending on each person. And basically, what you're gonna find out is that depending on what day and month you were born in is gonna dictate what your sign is. So in order to find out what your sign is, we're gonna go to a certain website. It can be any website that tells you your birth chart. I have Cafe Astrology just because it's the simplest one for me, and it gives me the answer in a quick way. So all I'm gonna do is put in my information. I'm gonna put my name. I'm gonna put my gender, and then I'm gonna put the day of my birth, which is August 21st, 1999. And my birth time was 1 a.m. And my birthplace is Henderson, North Carolina. Okay, so after you click OK, you'll get a natal chart report. And this report is just going to give you some information about what your sign is, how people can perceive you, what personality traits that you exude. For me, I'm a Leo, and apparently my moon sign is a Sagittarius, and my ascendant is a Taurus. So, based off of whatever subset of a sign you are, so like let's say your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant, it all comes into play about your entire aura or the personality that you give off. So while my sun sign is a Leo, which means I'm compassionate and driven, I also have a Sagittarius as my moon sign, which means that I I'm more of a person who's a free thinker, who has no filter, who says what I want to say at the time that I want to. And depending, like I said, depending on each person, this can help or ultimately just give them a well-rounded perspective of themselves. Not only can you use these materials like the website, you can also go into your local newspaper and find your horoscopes, which will tell you things to look out for or things to invest your time in based off of your sign. For anyone who has their doubts, it's understandable because a lot of people have their doubts about astrology. But once you get into it, you'll find out that a lot of these traits or these characteristics do fall under a lot of people under the signs, and eventually you might find yourself getting into it. I really hope that everyone got a better understanding of astrology out of this demonstration because, like for me, astrology is something that I'm really passionate about, and I find it a fun tool of entertainment rather than just taking it to heart and using it as something that I can judge people with. Because not every day can you find something that helps you just find a better way to describe yourself than astrology. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to my presentation, and and go. Before I conclude, would anybody like to try and discover their astrological chart before I end? You would? Okay, come on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have you put in your name. What's your name?
Sierra, Ciera, Landies.
You're obviously a woman.
I would like to think so.
And your birth date is?
November 27th, 1988.
Okay. And what was your birthplace?
Like city and state?
Yes.
Henderson, North Carolina.
Okay. And what is the time of your birth?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we're gonna put time unknown. Alright, so we have your sign and your so your sun sign is a Sagittarius, your moon would be a Cancer, and it just gives you a better understanding of who you are. So while you're a Sagittarius, would you find yourself more unfiltered and outspoken?
Yes.
All right, and you also have a Cancer moon, which means that you tend to lead with emotion, and that you tend to either bottle up your feelings or just express how you feel anytime. Do you agree with that too?
Yes.
So while it's not the same for everyone, other people can see what their sign is and how they react.
So you have a sign for each planet?
Yes. Each planet basically gives you a certain sign, and these signs are the ways that you present yourself. For the sun sign, that's just how you present yourself to people. Your moon sign is how you react on emotions. Your ascendant will be the way that you feel like you perceive yourself, and so on and so forth. And every one of these signs, you can actually find a greater depth of information. That's why we have the locations.
Is there any way you can subscribe to this website so it'll send you daily updates?
Yes, there is. If you go to the homepage of the website, they actually have. Okay, they don't. So we're just not gonna talk about it.
Okay, so just go to the website and then just put your information in.
Yes.
Okay.